I am out camping, as you can see. I think I'm gonna add some footage. I came last night. So I came for 2 nights, not far from home, where I go quite often actually. It's really cold, sorry. It's -2 Celsius. So I primarily came here to test my diesel heater because I've been having trouble. I've blown through 3 different pumps in the last, I want to say 2 weeks. And the first time I thought it was the pump, so I replaced it. The second time I thought it was the angle that I had the pump on, because they're kind of finicky, and where I had the pump situated, so I replaced the pump and moved it. And now I'm pretty sure it's bad fuel. So I am draining the fuel because last night the heater cut out at 12:30, so midnight. And in order to even get it going, I had to prime the line again. So there wasn't air in the line. It just wouldn't kick in. The pump just wouldn't turn on. So I'm draining the rest of the fuel. The fuel is like 4 months old. So I read that 6 months, 6 to 12 months, but I don't know the conditions really the fuel's been in the bus. Sometimes it's been really hot, so I'm likely at fault, trying to use bad fuel. So I'm going to finish draining what's left in my fuel tank, and then I have another pump. So last night I had put a new pump in while I'm camping, and it worked fine until, like I say, midnight, and then it just quit. So I think that fuel's gelling. So like I said, I have one more pump, thank God. I'm gonna put that on the line after I finish draining the fuel, go get fuel, and then I'm gonna come back here. So hoping to go on a little bit of a hike today, take you guys along, and hope and pray that new fuel in the lines fixes my heater issue, because it was cold last night. Like, I have a spare heater, propane heater, Mr. Buddy, but I don't like how it creates a lot of moisture in the bus, and then all my windows get fogged up. But if I need to, I'll use it. So anyway, just waiting to finish draining the fuel. Good thing I have some containers to drain into, and then I will get back to you. There's the lake. Looks like a piece of glass this morning, or a mirror. It's so pretty. I didn't bring warm enough stuff to put the boat in the water today, I don't think. It's still 2 degrees Celsius out, so it's a little chilly still. I'm gonna head out soon and get a fresh tank of diesel. I got the new pump put in for the diesel heater, so as soon as I put new diesel in, it should run tonight, I hope. Fingers crossed, because I don't want to keep messing with this. I have a whole new heater set up, so I'm pretty lucky I have a spare, but I gotta fix it before I start replacing the whole thing. So I'm just gonna go for a little walk. You can see frost on the ground, so it's pretty chilly. I like it though. There's not a lot of people out here when it's this cold. Well, that's pretty gross. The water is so calm that the blue-green algae is just sitting here like a thick layer on top. Hardly any movement. That's pretty yucky. But it's pretty beautiful. It's so quiet, you can hear people talking down the shore. So this video is probably not going to be too exciting. I had planned on going on a hike and taking my twig stove and just maybe doing some hot chocolate and stuff, but I don't know how long it's going to take me to fix this diesel heater. But it's still really nice here. It's not bad because it's not too far from my house, so if I don't have a lot of time, I can just pop over here. Ooh, pretty nice though. I'm gonna walk up a little bit. Go up to this lookout. This is really a great place to take your kids. They have lots of trails that are back in the woods, but then they also have these paths that are paved. So lots of people come and bike here, or they can bring their strollers. Not bad. Pretty beautiful, not gonna lie. Okay, I am back from filling my diesel tank with new diesel. You can probably hear the heater is going, so the pump is working. I primed the lines. There was a little bit of diesel left in the tank, so I'm hoping with the new diesel in there and I put some conditioner in it, I'm hoping that it doesn't gel. I think it was gelling in the pump, which I am constantly learning with this bus, so please be gentle in the comments. I don't claim to be any kind of expert, so I have gone through 3 pumps, which is my fault because I should have checked that the diesel was still okay. It's only been in that tank for 4 months, but like I said, it sort of sat in the summer, so it probably was ruined. So that kept gelling into the diesel pump. So anyway, my plan now is to just hang out here at the campsite rather than go for a hike and just let this heater give her and see if I've solved the problem. I'll show you my setup. So as you can see, it's not done yet, but I changed where the pump is. I used to have it mounted higher, and so I've mounted it there. I've got the fuel lines coming in, that's the power to the pump. And then of course I have to build something out here so that this exhaust or the vent pipe doesn't actually just like bounce around there. So, oh, there's I knew something fell when I was driving. There's my barbecue sauce. Anyway, that's for tonight's dinner, so I'll grab that. But yeah, so it seems to be working. Going up here. Oh, you can't see that. Anyway, it's full on going, so that's good. That's my solar showing that I'm charging my battery, so hopefully this solves it and I don't have any issues tonight. I do have backup heat, but I don't want to use it. So this is where my tank is, strapped to the sidewall. Thanks, Dad, for doing that. So I think that was my problem. I'm hoping that's the last of these issues. So I'll check in with you in a bit. Just doing a check-in. The diesel heater's still running, so this is good news. I'm afraid to turn it off, but I just wanted to run through a bit of the fuel and see how that pump does. And then I'll turn it off and turn it back on tonight and see if it pumps again. But I got the fire going. You can see it there. I used my flint and steel to get it going, so that was kind of fun. Learned a little bit there. It wasn't really lighting, and so I used some birch bark that I found in the forest there, and then just set it down onto a little flat log, and then got it to light that way, so it's easier than lighting it inside the pit. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out, and I'm gonna stick close to the bus and really see how this diesel heater's working. So I'll let you guys know. Okay, I'm building my supper. I'm gonna cook this over the fire and we'll see how this works out. I may have to put a little more foil on it because I think it's just expanding beyond what I had intentioned. So I'll let you see this when I throw it on the fire. Alright, here it is. It took about 45 minutes. A little bit burnt maybe on the bottom. Not too shabby at all though. This is gonna be delicious. First time I've ever done this. I see lots of people doing it, so I thought I would try. Yum! I'll let you know how it tasted. So good news, I'm in the bus. I had my dinner. It was super good. I'm gonna do that again. That was so delicious. And the diesel heater, I had turned it off earlier and I was worried that it wouldn't come back on because that's been the history of my pump issues. They just wouldn't turn back on. So it turned back on. So obviously I had some bad diesel, and now I've learned my lesson to understand what that looks like and to make sure I don't let it sit for too long. So I again am in like a campground. Last night there was only one other person here. Tonight there's 6 of us. Neighbor rolled up in a big fifth wheel and he is putting up a satellite dish with like cables everywhere, and they've got like generators going, and he's got like a football jersey on, so I think he's gonna enjoy some football for Thanksgiving. So kudos to them. It was kind of crazy. He was running around through the bushes trying to find signal, so interesting. I usually tend to like to have some peace and quiet when I come camping, so I've got to find somewhere that's not too far away from home. Even boondocking would be really nice. So if anybody has any ideas where I could go, I just haven't found anything too local where I can do that. So I know there is some near the Rockies that I could go to. Sorry. But again, that's like 4 or 5 hours, so I really have to plan my trips around that. This is just a quick get out this weekend. So anyway, I am probably gonna go to bed because I didn't have a good night last night with my heater issues. So tonight I think I'm just gonna curl up in bed. Yeah, kind of boring. But we'll be comfy, and so I will talk to you when I can. Thanks. So the diesel heater is working nice. I am cozy. Don't mind my hoodies over there. Gotta put them in the laundry, but it's pretty nice and cozy in here. I'm so happy. It's been such a long time trying to just navigate the issues with this heater. if it works overnight and then I can start it up again tomorrow, I'll just be so excited. So still learning lots. I'm pretty capable of replacing the diesel heater and also any parts needed for it, so I'm not too worried about that. But just not knowing what the problem was really frustrating, because I kept changing parts here and there and it was just getting really frustrating. So now I'm super happy so far. I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna jinx it, but here's to hoping that it remains on all night.